Hey, Fiddler. On the roof. Sounds crazy, no? But here in our little village of Anatevka, you might say that each and every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a simple, pleasant tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? We stay because Anatevka's our home. How do we keep our balance? That I can answer in one word. Tradition. Tradition, 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 tradition. We have traditions for everything. How to eat, how to sleep, even how to wear our clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered, and we wear our little prayer shawls. This shows our constant devotion towards God. You may ask, how did this tradition get started? I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition. And because of our traditions, each and every one of us knows who he is and what God expects him to do.
Day and night must scramble for a living, feed a wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has the right, as master of the house, to have the final word at home? But Papa, tradition,
we have always had our special types. For instance, Yenta the matchmaker.
I'm the perfect match for your son. A wonderful girl.
Who is it?
Ruffle, the shoemaker's daughter.
Ruckle, she can hardly see. She's almost blind.
To tell you the truth, Ava, is your son so much to look at? The way she sees and the way he looks, it's a perfect match.
And Nahum the beggar.
Alms for the poor, alms for the poor.
You're right, Nahum. He's a wonderful man.
Wonderful man. Last week you gave me 2 good matches.
I had a bad week.
You had a bad week. So why should I have some?
And most important, our beloved Rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
A blessing for the Tsar? Of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
Then there are others in our village who have a much bigger circle. The son of the constable, the son of many, many others. We don't bother them, and so far they don't bother us. And up until now, we have lived in perfect peace and harmony. There was one time when he sold him a horse and delivered a mule. Well, that's all settled now.
It was a horse.
It was a mule.
Horse, mule, horse, mule, horse, mule, horse, mule.
Tradition, 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 tradition,
Tradition. Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as the fiddler on the roof.
Mama, where should we put these?
On my head. By the stove, poor girl. Where's Papa?
She's in the barn milking. When will Papa be home?
It's almost Sabbath, and Papa wears a lot when he'll be home, riding all day long on his wagon like a fox.
Mama, you know that Papa works hard.
His horse works harder. You don't have to defend your Papa to me. I know him longer. You can drive a person crazy. So they live and be well. Did you finish milking?
Yes, Mama.
You were reading again? Why does a girl have to read? Will it get her a better husband? Here.
Mommy, Yenta's coming. She's down the road. Maybe she's finally found a good match for you, Idol.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Why does she have to come now? It's almost Sabbath.
Go finish in the barn. I want to talk to Yenta alone.
Mama, may I go out and play?
Your feet? Go.
Can I go too?
Go to.
But Mama, the men she finds. The last one was so old, he was bald. He had no hair.
A poor girl without a dowry can't be so particular. You want hair? Marry a monkey.
After all, Mama, I'm not yet 20 years old.
Do you have to boast about your age? Do you want to tempt the evil eye? Go. Golda, darling, I had to see you because I have such news for you. And not just everyday sweet news, once in a lifetime news. And where are your daughters? Outside? No? Good. Such diamonds, such jewels. You'll see, Golda. I'll find every one of them a husband. But you shouldn't be so picky. Even the worst husband. God forbid. He's better than no husband. God forbid. And who should know better than me? Ever since my husband died, I've been a poor widow. Alone. Nobody to talk to. Nothing to say to anyone. It's no life. All I do at night is think of him. And even thinking of him gives me no pleasure, because you know as well as I, he was not much of a person. Never made a living. Everything he touched turned to mud. But better than nothing.
Good evening, is Idle in the house?
But she's busy. Come back later.
I'd like to speak to her.
Later?
All right.
What does that poor Taylor muddle want with Zida? They've been friends since they were babies together. They talk, they play. They play. What do they play? Who knows? They're just children. From such children come other children.
Muddle, here's a nothing. Yet you said?
Ah, children. They're a blessing in your old age. My Aaron couldn't give me children. Believe me, he was as good as gold. Never raised his voice. But otherwise, he was not much of a man. So what good is it if he never raised his voice? But what's the use complaining? Other women enjoy complaining, but not Yenta. Not every woman in the world is a Yenta. Well, I must prepare my poor status table. It was a pleasure talking our hearts out to one another.
Yente, you said you had news for me.
Oh, I'm losing my head. One day it will fall off altogether, and the horse will kick it into the mud, and goodbye, Yenta. Of course, the news is about Laser Wolf, the butcher. A good man, a fine man, and I don't have to tell you that he's well off. But he's lonely, the poor man. You understand. Of course you do. To make things short, out of the whole town, he's cast his iron Zidle.
My Zidle?
No. Well, the Tsar's Zidle. Of course you're Zidle.
Such a match for my Zidle. But Tebby doesn't like Laser. He wants a learned man.
Listen to me, Golda. Send Tebby to him. Don't tell him what it's about. Let Laser discuss it himself. He'll win him over. He's a good man. No wealthy man. True? True. So you'll tell me how it went? And you don't have to thank me. Because aside from the fee, which, anyway, Laser will pay, it gives me great satisfaction in making people happy. What better satisfaction is there?
Mama, what did she want? When I want you to know, I'll tell you. Finish watching the floor.
I wonder if Yenta finally found a good match for you, Zida.
I'm not anxious for Yenta to find me a husband.
Not unless it's Muddle, the tailor.
I didn't ask you.
Zida, you're the oldest. They have to make a match for you before they can make a match for me. And then after her, one for me. So Yenta brings them.
Oh, Yenta.
Well, somebody has to arrange the matches. Young people can't decide these things for themselves. She might bring someone wonderful, someone interesting, and well off, and important. Matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a fun. Catch me a catch. Matchmaker, look for your book and make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, I'll bring the band. You'll bring the crew, slender and pear. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see. For Papa, make him a scholar. Love, let him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so find me a match of my own.
Since when are you interested in a match, Hava? I thought you just have your eye on your books. And you have your eye on your rabbi's son.
Well, why not? We only have one rabbi. He only has one son. Why shouldn't I want the best?
Because you're a girl from a poor family. So whatever Yenta brings, you'll take. Right? Of course, right. Huddle, oh huddle, have I made a match for you? He's handsome, he's young, all right, he's 62, but he's a nice man, a good catch. True? True. I promise you'll be happy, and even if you're not, there's more to life than that. Don't ask me what. Hava, I found him. Won't you be a lucky bride? He's handsome, he's tall. That is from side to side, but he's a nice man, a good catch, right? Right. You heard he has a temper. He'll beat you every night, but only when he's sober. So you're all right. Did you think you'd get a friend? Well, I do the best I can. With no dowry, no money, no family background. Be glad you've got a man.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, you know that I'm still very young. Please take your time. This minute on this thunderstorm that I could get stopped for good. Dear Yenta, see that he stands to remember you were also a friend. It's not that I'm sentimental. It's just that I'm terrified. Matchmaker, matchmaker, plan me no plans. I'm in no rush. Maybe I've learned playing with matches, a girl can get burned. So bring me no ring, groom me no groom, find me no find, catch me no catch, unless he's a match, mismatched.
Too damn a horse. Dear God, did you have to make my poor horse lose his shoe just before the Sabbath? That wasn't very nice. It's enough you pick on me. Tevye, bless him with 5 daughters in a life of poverty. But what do you have against my horse? Sometimes I think when things are too quiet up there, you say, what kind of mischief can I play on my poor friend Tevye?
Ah, you're finally home, my breadwinner.
Talk to you later.
And where's your horse?
He was invited to the blacksmith for the Sabbath.
Well, hurry up. The sun won't wait for you, and I have something important to say to you.
As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure. We've got the sickness already. I'm not really complaining after all. With your help, I'm practically starving to death. Lord, you made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, that it is no shame to be poor. But it is no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, yaddle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-dum. All day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yaddle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-dum. If I were a bitty-bitty rich, idle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-dum. right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with 3 wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yachts with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each that whack and go and yee and yuck will land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, yaddle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-dum, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yaddle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-dum. If I were a bitty-bitty rich, idle-deedle-diddle-diddle man, I'd see my wife, my Golda, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to a heart's delight. I'd see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Boy, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town will come to fawn on me. They will ask me to advise them like a Solomon the wise. If you please, Reptavia, pardon me, Reptavia, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. But a and it wouldn't make one bit of difference if I answered right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I'd discuss their holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. This would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, yaddle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-dum, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yaddle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-deedle-dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decree I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man?
You got my order for the 7th.
I know, Reb Mukha. I had a little accident with my horse.
Tevye, you didn't bring the rabbi's order.
I know, Reb Mendel.
Tevye, you forgot my order for the Sabbath.
This is bigger news than the plague in Odessa.
Speaking of news, terrible news in the outside world. Terrible.
What is it? What does it say?
In a village called Ranjenko, all the Jews were evicted, forced to leave their homes.
For what reason?
It doesn't say. Maybe the Tsar wanted their land, maybe a plague.
May the Tsar have his own personal plague.
Amen.
Why don't you ever bring us some good news?
I only read it. It was an edict from the authorities.
May the authorities start itching in places that they can't reach.
Amen. Why do you curse them? What good does your cursing do? You stand around and curse and chatter and don't do anything. You'll all chatter your way into the grave.
Excuse me, you're not from this village.
No.
Where are you from?
Kiev. I was a student at the university there.
University. Is that where you learn to criticize your elders?
That's where I learned there's more to life than tough. You have to know what's going on in the outside world.
Why should I break my head about the outside world? Let them break their own head.
He's right. As the good book says, if you spit in the air, it will land in your face.
That's nonsense. You can't close your eyes to what's happening in the world.
You know what? You're right.
He's right, and he's right. How can they both be right?
You're also right.
He's right. He's the one behind the ears. The Sabbath headed.
Good job.
Toby, you didn't bring the rabbi's order by cheese?
So you are from Kiev, Rev.
Perchik.
As Abraham said, I am a stranger in a strange land.
That was Moses.
Forgive me. As King David put it, I am slow in speech and slow of tongue.
That was also Moses.
For a man with a slow tongue, he sure talked a lot.
And the cheese?
Here, have a piece.
I have no money, and I'm not a beggar.
It is a blessing for me to give.
Very well, for your sake.
You know, it is no crime to be poor.
In this world, it is the rich who are criminals. Someday, their wealth will be ours.
That would be nice. If they would agree, I would agree.
And who would make this miracle come to pass?
People. Ordinary people.
Like you?
Like me.
That's nonsense.
And until that golden day comes, Rapurchik, how will you make your living?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have children?
I have 5 daughters.
5?
Daughters.
Girls are people too. I would be one to teach them.
He's a radical.
I would be one to teach them. Open their minds to great thoughts.
What great thoughts?
Well, the Bible has many lessons of our times.
Perchik, I'm a poor man. Food for lessons. Good. Come stay with us for the Sabbath. We don't eat like kings, but we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
Where does the good book say that?
All right. It doesn't exactly say that. But someplace it has something about a chicken. Sabbath.
Sabbath.
Good Sabbath, children.
Good Sabbath, Papa.
Children, this is Perchik. Perchik, this is my oldest daughter.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
You have a pleasant thought.
I have 5 pleasant daughters. This is mine. And 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 this isn't mine. Perchik, this is Malakem's oil.
So you did me a favor and came in.
This is also mine. The older, this is Perchik. You'll be staying with us for the Sabbath. He is a teacher. Would you like to take lessons from him?
I'm a really good teacher. A very good teacher.
I heard once the rabbi who must praise himself has a congregation of 1.
Your daughter has a quick and witty tongue.
The wood she gets from me. As the good book
Wait.
says,
Get lost.
the tongue she gets from her mother.
Muddle, are you also eating with us?
Of course. It's another blessing. Zeidel, 2 more places.
Monica can help me.
All right, how do you go to? Get washed. You can wash at the well.
About what?
I don't know. Because it's important.
What can be important? I have nothing for him to slaughter.
After the Sabbath, go see and talk to him.
Talk? About what? If he wants to buy my new milk cow, he can forget it.
Tevye, don't be an ox. The man sends you an important message. The least you can do is talk to him.
Talk about what? He wants my new milk cow.
Talk to him.
All right. For the Sabbath, we'll talk.
Model, Jens was here.
I saw her.
If they agree on someone, there will be a match, and then there will be no hope for us.
Don't worry, Idol. I found someone who sold me his used sewing machine. So in a few weeks, I'll save up enough money to buy it. And then your father will be impressed with it.
But Model, a few weeks may be too late.
What else can we do?
You can ask my father for my head tonight. Now.
Why should he consider me now? I'm only a poor tailor.
And I'm only the daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
But Idol, if your father says no, that's it. It's final. He'll yell at me.
Model.
I'm just a poor tailor.
Model, even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness.
That's true.
Will you talk to him? Will you talk to him?
All right, I'll talk.
Late! Where is everybody late?
Right, Tevye.
Come, children, we're about to light the Sabbath candles. Come!
Right, Tevye.
What is it, Model? Well, Model, what is it?
Good Sabbath, Tevye.
Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath. Come, children, come.
maybe even a wedding.
A wedding's wonderful. I'll be happy to make a wedding marriage. Leave the dancing and so forth for a small fee naturally.
Naturally, what against no wedding without you and your fee?
Good evening, innkeeper. Would you like a drink? Sit down, kid.
Vodka, huh?
Schnapps.
Very well.
Good evening.
Good evening, David. What are you doing here so early?
He wants to buy my new milk cow. Red Laser,
I'll tell you, sit down, have a drink.
I won't insult you by saying no.
How goes it with you, Teddy?
How should it go?
You're right.
And you?
The same.
Sorry to hear that.
How's your brother-in-law in America?
I believe he's doing very well.
You wrote?
Not lately.
Then how do you know?
If he was doing badly, he would write. May I?
Tevye, I suppose you know why I wanted to see you.
Yes. But there's no use talking about it.
Why not?
Why, yes. Why should I get rid of her?
You do have a few more without her.
I see. Today you want one, tomorrow you may want two.
Two? What would you do with two?
The same as you do with one.
Tevye, this is very important to me.
Why is it so important?
Frankly, because I'm lonesome.
What are you talking about?
You don't know?
We're talking about my new milk cow, the one you want to buy from me.
A milk cow so I won't be lonesome, Tevye?
What's so funny?
I'm talking about your daughter Seidel.
My daughter. My sight.
Of course your daughter Seidel. I see her in my butcher shop every Thursday. She's made quite an impression on me. I like her. And as for me, Teddy, as you know, I'm pretty well off. I have my own house, a good store, servant. Look, Tevye, let's not try to impress each other. Let's shake hands and call the match. And you won't need to dowry for her, and you'll find something in your own purse, too.
Shame on you, shame. My Seidel is not the kind I would sell for money.
Fine, just as you say. We won't talk about money. The main thing is, let's get it done. I like her. I'll be good to her, Tevye. What do you think?
What do I think? What do I think? I never liked him. Why should I? You can have a perfectly good conversation with him about livers and kidneys. On the other hand, if you are wealthy enough, no one will call you stupid. And with a butcher, my daughter will surely never know hunger. But he has a problem. He is much older than her. That's her problem. But she is much younger than him. That's his problem. He's a good man. Maybe I misjudged him. What do I think? It's a match.
You agree?
I agree.
Tevye, that's wonderful. Let's drink on it.
To you.
No, my friend, to you.
To both of us.
To our agreement.
To our agreement. To our prosperity. To our health and happiness. And most important, to life. To life. The heart. Let's sing and cruising us. Drink the high.
sing the drum of snaps in honor of the great good luck that favored you. We know that when good fortune favors two, such men is that's a reason we deserve it too. To us and our good fortune, be happy, be healthy, long life. And if our good fortune never comes, it's true, whatever comes, bring the high-end to life. Die, 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 die.
my congratulations, Tabby.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Tabby, I have a piece of news I think I should tell you, as a friend.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I am telling you this news because I like you. You're a decent, honest person, even though you are a Jewish dog.
Thank you. How often does a man get a compliment like that? And your news?
We've received orders that sometime soon this district is to have a little unofficial demonstration.
A pogrom. Here.
No, just a little unofficial demonstration.
How little?
Not too serious, just a mischief. So that if an inspector comes through, you'll see that we've done our duty. Personally, I don't see why there has to be this conflict between people, but I thought I should tell you so you can tell the others.
Thank you. You are a good man. I may say so. It was too bad you were not a Jew.
Ha! That's what I like about you, Tabia. You're always joking. And congratulations again for your daughter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good night.
Good night.
God, did you have to send me news like that? Today. Today of all days. It's true that we are the chosen people, but once in a while, can't you choose someone else? Anyway, thank you for sending a husband for my daughter. L'chaim.
Now, children, I will tell you a story from the Bible of Laban and Jacob, and then we will discuss it together. All right? Good. Now, Laban had two daughters, Leah and the beautiful Rachel. Jacob loved the younger, Rachel, and asked Laban for her hand. Laban agreed if Jacob would work for him for 7 years.
Was Laban a mean man?
He was an employer. Now, after Jacob worked for 7 years, do you know what happened? Laban fooled him and gave him his ugly daughter Leah. So, to marry Rachel, Jacob was forced to work another 7 years. You see, children, the Bible clearly teaches us you must never trust an employer. Good now.
Papa is enough?
No, Mama.
Then put that away. We have to do Papa's work today. How long could he sleep? Stumbled home last night, fell into bed like a dead man. Couldn't get a word out of him. Put those away. Call me when Papa gets up.
That was a very interesting lesson, Percha.
Do you think so?
Although I don't know the rabbi would agree with your interpretation.
And neither, I suppose, did the rabbi's son.
Well, my little sisters have big tongues.
And what do you know about him? Except that he is the rabbi's son. Would you be interested in him? If you were the shoemaker's son? Or the tanner's son?
At least I know this. He doesn't have any strange ideas about turning the world upside down.
Certainly. Any new idea would be strange to you. Remember, the Lord said, "Let there be light."
Yes, but he would not talk to you personally.
You have spirit, even a little intelligence, perhaps.
Thank you.
But what good is your brain? Without curiosity, it is a rusty tool. Good day, Huddle.
We have an old custom here. A boy acts respectfully to a girl. But of course, that's too traditional for an advanced thinker like you.
Our traditions. Nothing must change. Everything is perfect, exactly the way it is.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing all over but here. Here, men and women must keep apart. Men study, women in the kitchen, boys and girls should not touch, must not even look at each other.
I am looking at you.
You are very brave. You know that in the city, boys and girls can be affectionate without the permission of a matchmaker. They can hold hands together. They can even dance together. New dances. Like this. Yeah. Do you like it?
It's very nice.
There, we just changed an old custom.
Yes, well, you're welcome. I mean, thank you. I mean, good day.
Good day.
Bioka. No. Spritz. What's your name?
Hello, Papa.
Oh. Where's my cider?
She's in the barn.
Call her out. Red Perchik, how did the lessons go today?
I think we made a good beginning.
He's finally up. And what happened last night, besides you drinking like a peasant? Did you see Laser Wolf? What did he say? What did you say? Do you have news?
Patience, woman. As the good book says, good news will stay, and bad news will refuse to leave. And there's another saying that goes
You could die from such a man.
Zeidel, my lamb, you ought to be congratulated. You ought to be married.
Married!
What do you mean, Papa?
Laser Wolf has asked for your hand.
I knew it.
The butcher?
My heart told me today was our lucky day. Oh God, I thank thee, I thank thee.
And what do you have to say, Seidel?
What can she say? My firstborn, a bride. May you grow old, fortune, and honor with him. Not like that first wife of his, from Sarah. She was a bitter woman. May she rest in peace. Not like my Zeidel. My Zeidel, a bride. I must go thank Yenta. A bride.
Mazel tov, Slido.
You two call that a mazel tov. Red Perchik, aren't you going to congratulate her?
Congratulations, Zeidel, for getting a rich man.
Again, with the rich. What is so wrong with being rich?
It is no reason to marry. Money is the world's curse.
Then may the Lord smite me down with it. And may I never recover. Zeidel knows I mean only her welfare. Am I right?
Yes, Papa.
There, you see?
I see. I see very well.
Zeidel, why are you so silent? Aren't you happy with this blessing?
Oh, Papa, Papa.
What is it?
Papa, I don't want to marry him. I can't marry him, I can't.
What do you mean? I say you will and you will.
Papa, if it's a matter of money, I'll do anything. I'll hire myself out as a servant. I'll dig ditches, I'll haul rocks. Only don't make me marry him, Papa, please.
What's wrong with Laser? He likes you.
Papa, I'll be unhappy with him. All my life I'll be unhappy. I'll dig ditches, I'll haul rocks.
But we made an agreement, and with us an agreement is an agreement.
Is that more important than I am, Papa? Papa, don't force me. I'll be unhappy all my life.
All right. I won't force you.
Thank you, Papa.
It seemed you were not ordained to have all the comforts in life. Well, that we should have a little joy in our old age. After all our hard work.
Raftevis,
Later, Mother.
I'd like to speak to you.
Mother, I have problems.
That's what I'd like to speak to you about. I think you can help.
Like a bandage can help a corpse. Goodbye, Mother.
At least listen to him, Papa.
All right, you have a tongue talk.
Deb, I hear you're arranging a match for Zed.
He also has ears.
I have a match for Zed.
What kind of a match?
A perfect fit.
A perfect fit.
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
This match is made exactly to measure.
A perfect fit made to measure. Stop talking like a tailor and tell me who it is.
Please don't shout.
All right. I won't shout. Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it? Who is it?
It's me, myself.
Him. Himself. Either you are out of your mind or you are completely crazy. He must be crazy. Arranging a match for yourself. What are you, the bride, the groom, the matchmaker? All the guests rolled into one. And I suppose you'll even perform the ceremony yourself. He must be crazy.
Please don't shout. Reptavia, as for being my own matchmaker, I know it's a little unusual.
Unusual? It's crazy.
You're changing, Reptavia. The thing is, your daughter's idol and I gave each other a pledge more than over a year ago that we would marry.
You gave each other a pledge.
Yes, Papa. We gave each other a pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of. Absurd. They gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. Where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do you think you are? America? What do you think you're doing? You stitcher! You nothing! Who do you think you are? King Solomon? This isn't the way to be done. Not here, not now. Some things I cannot, I will not allow. Tradition, the marriages must be arranged by the Papa. This shall never be changed. When it's a time, I put on a crop. And where does it stop? Where does it stop? Do I have anything to say for my daughter, or does anyone ask the father anymore?
I've been wanting to ask you for some time, Reptavia, but first I wanted to save up for my new sewing machine.
Quit talking nonsense! You are a poor tailor!
That's true, Reptavia, but even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. I promise you, your daughter will not starve.
He is beginning to talk like a man. On the other hand, what kind of match would that be for my sight? A poor tailor. On the other hand, he's an honest, hard-working young man. But he is absolutely nothing. On the other hand, things can't get much worse for him. They can only get better. They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She wants him, she loves him. And look at my daughter's eyes, so hopeful. Tradition! All right, children. When shall we make the wedding?
Oh, thank you, Papa.
Reptavia, you won't be sorry.
I won't be sorry. I'm sorry already.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. Modern children. Well, they pledged each other their troth. Golda. What will I tell Golda? Help!
Oh, Model, you were wonderful.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle.
Laser Wolf's first wife. Where is she? She was standing here a minute ago. Where is she?
Rumor Sarah's been dead for years. You must have been dreaming. Tell me what you dreamt, and I'll tell you what it meant.
It was terrible. Terrible.
Tell me.
All right. But don't be frightened.
Tell me.
Okay. This was my dream. In the beginning, I dreamt that we were having a celebration of some kind. Everyone we knew was there, musicians too. Then, in the middle of the dream, in walks your grandmother Seidel. May she rest in peace.
My grandmother's idol? How did she look?
For a woman who was dead 30 years, she looked very good. Naturally, I went up and greeted her. She said,
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
To see your daughter wed,
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
and such a son-in-law, like no one ever saw. The tailor must have come well.
Muddle?
A worthy boy is he,
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
a pious family.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
They named him after God, dear Uncle Mordecai. The tailor must have come well.
A tailor? She must have heard one. She meant the butcher.
you must have heard wrong, Grandma. There's no tailor. You mean the butcher, Grandma, by the name of Laser Wolf.
No! I mean the tailor, my great-grandchild, my little Seidel, who you made for me. Martel's bride was meant to be. Such a magic ring,
Mazel tov,
baby them both. She'll live with them 3 weeks. And when 3 weeks are up, I'll come to her by the night. I'll take her by the throat. And this'll give you settle, that'll give you settle, this'll give you settle. Tavia! Tavia! Here's my wedding present if she marries Liz or Wolf.
Such a dark and horrible dream. Made sinking to the earth. The thing was brought on by that butcher. My grandma Zadel, may she rest in peace, came all the way over here from the other world to tell us about the tailor, and all I can say is it's for the best and it could possibly be any better. Amen. A blessing on my head, mazel tov, like Grandma Zadel said, mazel tov, we'll have a son-in-law, like no one ever saw, the tailor on a console.
We haven't got the man
Mazel tov,
we had when we began.
mazel tov,
But since your grandma came, she married, what's his name?
the tailor had a console.
The tailor model comes on. The tailor model comes on. The tailor model comes on.
Did you hear? Did you hear? Tevye Zadel's not marrying Muddle, not... Tevye Zadel's marrying Muddle, not Laser Wolf.
No!
Zadel's marrying Muddle? Yes.
What's all the excitement?
Tevye Zadel's going to marry...
I know, there's a wolf the butcher.
No, Model the tailor.
Model Taylor, that's terrible.
Imagine. Zadel is marrying Muddle, I can't believe it.
What's wrong with my son, Muddle?
Excuse me, Santa Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Thank you very much. Yes, we have a wedding hat.
Laser Wolf ordered a hat, but it's not cheap.
I got his hat, I can get his wife. I got his wife, I can get his hat. Oh, Hob, can you watch the store for me for a few minutes?
Of course.
Thank you.
Come on, Muddle.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Please, Mayor, hat. Why? We're congratulating you.
All right, stop it.
What's wrong with you?
I said stop it.
Now listen here, TA.
Goodbye, Sasha. I said goodbye. They mean no harm.
Don't bet. There's something you want.
Yes, I'd like to talk to you.
I'd rather not.
Why? You feel about us the way they feel about you? I didn't think you would.
What do you know about me?
Let me tell you about myself. I'm a pleasant fellow, really. Honest, ambitious, quite bright, and very modest.
I don't think we should be talking this way.
I often do things I shouldn't. Go on, take the book. It's by Baron Hand. It's Jewish, I believe.
That has nothing to do with it.
You're quite right. Good. After we talk about it, we'll talk about life and how I feel about things. It'll all turn out quite pleasant. Oh, good afternoon, Bianca. Can I do something for you? No, thank you. Forgot your book.
No, it's mine.
Good day,
Good day.
Bianca.
Good day, Pierre.
Thank you, Alva.
poverty and hardship, and who died of pain, poverty, and hardship. But enough tears. Let's be very content, like a good friend Laser Wolf, who has everything in the world except a bribe. But Laser has no ill feelings. In fact, he has a gift for the newlyweds. They'd like to announce himself. Come, Laser.
Like he said, I have no ill feelings. What's done is done. I have prepared for the newlyweds 5 new chickens, one for each of the 5 Sabbaths of their newly wedded life.
Reb Laser, you are a good man. On behalf of my daughter Zeidel and her husband, I accept your gift. Now there is a famous saying that goes,
Tevye, I'm not marrying your daughter. I don't have to listen to your sayings.
If you were only listen a second, I was only going to say.
Tevye, why should I listen to you, the man who breaks an agreement?
Not now, Laser, in the middle of a wedding.
I have the right to talk.
What right do you have to talk? This is not your wedding.
It should have been.
Stop! Rabbi, say something.
I say, let's sit down.
Come on, everyone, to the rabbi. Let's sit down.
Now, I'd like to sing a song.
And you can keep these chickens.
Leave my chickens out of this. We made a bargain.
The terms weren't settled.
We drank on
I
it.
saw them, they drank on it, but the terms weren't settled.
What's done is done.
Once a butcher, always a butcher.
When I had a son, my grandmother came to me from beyond the grave. What
Right
son?
now.
What grandmother? My grandfather came from his grave and told me that her grandmother was a big liar.
We drank on it.
Quiet! What's all this screaming about? They drank on it, an agreement. It's all nonsense. Seidel wanted to marry Muddle, and not Laser.
A young girl decides for herself?
Why not? Yes, they love each other. Love.
Terrible.
He's a radical.
What happened to the matchmaker?
I say.
I know. Let's sit down.
Musicians play. A dance. Come on, people, dance to the wedding.
Some wedding.
What is he doing?
Hutch!
Stop it. Who will dance with him?
It's a sin.
It's no sin to dance at a wedding. But with the girl?
That's what you get from bringing a madman into your house.
He's not a madman. His ideas are a little different, but he's...
It's a sin.
It's no sin. Ask the rabbi. Ask him.
Well, Rabbi.
Well, it's not exactly forbidden,
There you see, it's not forbidden.
And it's no sin. Now, who will dance with him?
Huddle. It's only a dance, Mama.
Play!
Look at Tevye's daughter. She's down in the line.
I can see she's dancing with men. And I'm going to do my wife.
I see we came in a bad time, Tevye. I'm sorry, but the orders are for tonight, for the whole village. All right, man. All right. I'm very sorry, Tevye. Do you understand?
Of course.
God!
Take him in the house.
Well, what are you all standing around for? Clean up! That was quite a gift you gave my daughter Seidel at her wedding. Wasn't really necessary. Anyways, Muddle and Seidel have been married for almost 2 months now. They're as poor as synagogue mice. But they're so happy they do not know how miserable they really are. Muddle keeps talking about his new sewing machine. God, I know you're very busy. Floods, plagues, wars, revolutions, all those things that bring people to you. But do you think you could take a second away from your catastrophes and get it for him? And while you're in the neighborhood, my horse's left leg. Am I bothering you too much? You know, as the good book says, why should I tell you what the good book says?
Please don't be upset, Huddle.
Why should I be upset? If you must leave, you must.
I do have to. They expect me in Kiev tomorrow morning.
So you told me. Then goodbye.
Great changes are about to take place in this country. Tremendous changes. But they can't happen by themselves.
So naturally, you feel that you personally have...
Not only me. Many people. Jews, Gentiles. Many people hate what's going on. Don't you understand?
I understand, of course. You want to leave. Then goodbye.
Huddle, your father, the others here. Think what happened at Zeidel's wedding. Was a little cloudburst. And it's over, and everything will now be peaceful again? It won't. Horrible things are happening all over the land. Pogroms, violence, whole villages are being emptied of their people. And it's reaching everywhere, and it will reach here. Don't you understand?
Yes, I suppose I do.
I have work to do. The greatest work a man can do.
Then goodbye, Pritchett.
But before I go, there's a certain question I wish to discuss with you.
Yes?
A political question.
What is it?
The question of marriage.
This is a political question?
In a theoretical sense, yes. The relationship between a man and a woman, known as marriage, is based on mutual beliefs, a common attitude and philosophy towards society.
And affection.
And affection. It builds positive social values. It reflects unity and solidarity.
And affection.
Yes, and personally, I'm in favor of it. Do you understand?
Yes, I think you are asking me to marry you.
In a theoretical sense, yes.
I was hoping you were.
And I take it you approve, and we can consider ourselves engaged, even though I'm going away. I'm very happy, Huddle. Very happy.
So am I, Pritchett. What's the matter?
I used to tell myself that I had everything, but that was only half true. I had an aim in life, and that was everything, but now I even have you. I have something that I can die soon as it gets to Kiev, I'll send for you. It'll be a hard life, Huddle.
But it'll be less hard if we're together.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, Reptevia. I have some bad news. I must leave this place.
When?
Immediately.
I'm sorry, Perchik, we will all miss you.
But I also have some good news. You can congratulate me.
Congratulations. For what?
We're engaged.
Engaged?
Yes, Papa, we're engaged.
No. No, you're not. I know you like him and he likes you, but you're going away and you are staying here. So have a nice trip, Perchik, and my answer is no.
Please, Papa, you don't understand.
I understand. I gave my permission to muddle and Zidle, so you also feel you have the right. I'm sorry, Perchik, you are a good man and I like you. So have a nice trip, and my answer is still no.
Papa, you don't understand.
You're not listening. We'll find someone for you here in Anatevka.
Reptevia, we're not asking for your permission, only for your blessing. We are going to get married.
You are not asking for my permission?
But we would like your blessing, Papa.
I can't believe my own ears. My blessing? For what? For going over my head. Unthinkable. At least with Muddle and Zidle, they asked me, they begged me. But now if I like it or not, you'll marry him. So what do you want from me? Go on, be wed, and tear out my beard, and uncover my head. Tradition. You're not even asking permission from the Papa. What is happening to tradition? What is the time? I pulled out a thread. And where has it led? Where has it led? To this. A man tells me he's getting married. He doesn't ask me, he tells me. But first he abandons her.
He's not abandoning me, Papa.
As soon as I get to Kiev, I will send for her. I love her.
Love. It's a new style. On the other hand, our ways were once new, weren't they? But they decided without parents, without the permission of a matchmaker. But did Adam and Eve have their own matchmaker? Yes. And it seems these two have the same matchmaker. They're going over my head, unheard of, absurd. For this they wish to be blessed, unthinkable. I'll lock her up in her room. I couldn't. I should. But look at my daughter's eyes. She loves him. Tradition! All right, children. Decided to give you my blessing and my permission.
Oh, thank you, Papa. You don't know how happy that makes me.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. What will I tell your mother? Another dream?
Perhaps, if you tell her something, that I'm going to visit a rich uncle. Something like that.
Birchik, please. I know how to handle my own wife. Golda! 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 I was just talking with Huddle and Perchik.
Well,
They seem to be quite fond of each other.
well.
I have decided to give them my permission to become engaged. I must go
What?
inside and...
Just like that? Without even talking to me?
Who talks to you? I am the father.
And Lucy, a pauper. He has nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I wouldn't exactly say that. He has an uncle. A very rich uncle. Golda. He is a good man. I like him. He's a little crazy, but I like him. And what's more important, Huddle likes him. Huddle loves him. So what can we do, Golda? It's a new world. Love. Golda. Do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you?
Well,
With our daughters getting married and this trouble in the town, you're upset, you're worn out. Go inside. Go lie down. Maybe it's indigestion.
Golda, I'm asking you a question. Do you love me?
You're a fool.
I know. But do you love me?
Do I love you? For 25 years I've washed your clothes, cooked your meals, cleaned your house, given you children, milked the cow. After 25 years, why talk about love right now?
Golda, the first time I met you was on a wedding day. I was scared.
I was shy.
I was nervous.
So was I.
But my father and my mother said we'd learn to love each other. And now I'm asking, oh, do you love me?
I'm your wife.
I know. Do you love me?
Do I love him?
Well,
For 25 years I've lived with him, fought with him, starved with him. 25 years my bed is his. If that's not love, what is?
then you love me.
I suppose I do.
And I suppose I love you too. It doesn't change a thing, but even so, after 25 years, it's nice to know.
Oh, Zeidel. Zeidel, darling. Guess who I just saw your sister Hava with? That Fietka. And it's not the first time I've seen them together.
You saw Hava with Fietka?
Would I make it up? Oh, and I happened to be at the post office today. And the postman told me there was a letter there for your sister Huddle.
Oh, wonderful. I'll go get it.
Oh, wait. I got it. It's from her intended Perchik.
She'll be so happy. She's been waiting. But it's opened.
It happened to be opened. Rifkik, I have such news for you. Remember Perchik, that crazy student? Remember at the wedding when Zaki married Zaki and Perchik started dancing with Tavia's daughter Hana? Well, I just learned that Perchik's been arrested in Kiev.
No!
Yes!
Shadle, wait till I tell you. Remember Perchik, that crazy student? Remember at the wedding, he danced with Tavia's Huddle. Well, I just heard that Huddle's been arrested in Kiev.
to Kiev.
No!
God forbid.
She didn't!
She did.
Listen, everybody, terrible news, terrible. Remember Perchik?
Yeah, I started all the trouble.
So I just heard from someone who should know. What? That Gold has been arrested.
Oi!
Gold is husband Kiev. Model studies dancing.
Oi!
Tevi is acting strange.
Oi!
Spritza has the measles.
Ah.
Bielka has the mumps.
Oi!
And that's what comes from men and women dancing.
You don't have to wait for the train, Papa. You'll be late for your customer.
Just a few more minutes. Is he in bad trouble, this hero of yours? Arrested and convicted.
Yes, but he did nothing wrong. He cares nothing for himself. Everything he does is for humanity.
But if he did nothing wrong, he wouldn't be in any trouble.
Papa, how can you say that? What wrongs did Joseph do and Abraham and Moses? And they all had troubles.
Then why won't you tell me where he is, this Joseph of yours?
It's far, Papa. Terribly far. He is in a settlement in Siberia.
Siberia. And he asked you to leave your father and your mother and join him in that frozen wasteland to marry him there?
No, Papa. He did not ask me to go. I want to go. I don't want him to be alone. I want to help him in his work. It is the greatest work a man can do.
But, Huddle,
Papa. How can I hope to make you understand why I do what I do? Why I must travel to a distant land, far from the home I love. Once I was happily content to be as I was, where I was, close to the people who are close to me, here in the home I love. Who could see that a man would come who would change the shape of my dreams? Helpless now I stand with him, watching older dreams road him. Oh, what a melancholy choice this is, wanting home, wanting him, closing my heart to every hope but his, here in the home there where my heart had settled long ago. I must go, I must go. Who could imagine I'd be wandering so far from the home I love? Yet there with my love, I'm home.
And who will there be to perform that ceremony there, in that frozen wasteland?
Papa, I promise you we will be married under a canopy.
No doubt a rabbi or two was also arrested. Give him my regards, this Moses of yours. Tell him that I rely on his honor to treat you well. Tell him that.
Papa, God alone knows when we shall see each other again.
Then we will leave it in his hands. that she dresses warm.
Red Morka, did you hear the news? A new arrival at Madeline's Idols.
A new arrival, one of the idols. I must congratulate him.
Rabbi, did you hear the news? A new arrival at Madeline's Idols. Really?
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
Angel, where are you running? To my boy model. There's a new arrival there. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov, mazel tov,
Mazel
mazel tov.
Thank you very much.
You got it?
I got it.
It's beautiful.
I know.
Have you tried it out yet?
Look,
Beautiful.
I know, and in less than a minute. See how close and even his ninjas are?
Beautiful.
I know. From now on, my clothes will be made by machine. No more handmade clothes.
Rabbi.
Look, Rabbi, it's my new sewing machine.
Mazel tov.
Is there a blessing for a sewing machine?
There is a blessing for everyone. Amen.
Amen. Mazel tov. The baby, how's the baby? Oh, he's wonderful, Mama.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pietro. Can I do something for you?
Yes, I came for the shirt.
It's ready. See, it's my new sewing machine.
I see. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And how's it work?
See, it's an amazing thing. You work it with your foot and your hand.
I will, but I'm afraid.
Let me talk to him.
No, that'd be the worst thing. I'm sure of it.
Let me try.
I'll talk to him. I promise.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good day.
Good day. What were you and he talking about?
Nothing, Papa. We were just talking. Yet, can I know each other?
Papa, I would be much happier if you two remained friends from a distance. You must not forget who you are, who that man is.
He has a name, Papa.
Of course, all creatures on the earth have names.
Yedka's not a creature. Yedka's a man.
I know he is a man, but he is a different kind of man. As the good book says, each must seek his own kind, which translated means a bird may love a fish. But where will they build a home together?
The world is changing, Papa.
No, Hava. Some things do not change. Some things will never change.
We do not feel that way.
We?
Yedka and I. We want to be married.
No, Hava. Never speak of it again.
Papa.
Never see him again. Never mention his name again. Do you understand me?
Yes, Papa, I understand you.
You're finally here. Now let's go home. It's getting late.
I want to see Metal's new sewing machine.
You can see it some other time. It's late.
Golda. Quiet, before I get angry. And when I get angry, even the flies don't dare to fly.
I'm very frightened of you. After dinner, I'll faint. Let's go.
Golda, I am the man in this family, and I am head of this household. And I want to see Metal's new sewing machine now. There. Now let's go home. God, how long can that miserable horse of mine complain about his leg? If I can walk on two, why can't he on three? I know he is one of your creatures, and he has the same rights as I. The right to work, the right to be hungry, the right to be sick. God, I'm sick and tired of pulling this cart. I know. Should push it a while, but...
Tavia! Tavia!
What is it?
It's Hava. She left home this morning with Bianca. I looked all over for her. I even went to the priest. He said they were married.
Go home, Golda. We have other children at home. You have work to do. And I have work to do. Go home, Golda.
But Hava!
Hava is dead to us. We will forget her. Go home, Golda. Go home. Little bird, little Havala, I don't understand what's happening today. Everything is all a blur. All I can see is the happy child. What a sweet little bird you were. Havala, Havala. Little bird, little Havala, you were always such a pretty little thing, everybody's favorite child. Gentle, kind, and affectionate, what a sweet little bird you were. Havala, Havala.
Papa, I want to talk to you. Papa, stop! At least listen to me. Papa, I beg you to accept us.
Accept them! How can I accept them? Can I deny everything I believe in? On the other hand, can I deny my own daughter? But can I turn my back on my people? My faith? On the other hand, no. No, there is no other hand. No, Hava! No! No! No!
Papa! Papa! Golda, are you home? I've got the boys I told you about. Golda, darling, here they are. Wonderful boys, both learned boys, from good families, each of them a prize. A jewel. You couldn't do better for your girls, just right, from the top of the tree. Well, I don't know. My girls are still so young,
So what do they look like? Grandfathers? Meanwhile, they'll be engaged. Nothing to worry about later. No looking around for. The future all signed and sealed.
Well, which one for which?
What's the difference? Take your pick.
Golda, is Reb Tevye home?
Yes, he's in the house. Why, is there some trouble?
Call your father.
Go home. Tell your parents. I'll talk to them later.
What's the matter? Why are you all standing around like a bunch of ghosts? What's the...
Tevye, have you seen the constable today?
No. Why?
There's been some rumors going around town. We thought since you knew him so well, he told you what was true and what wasn't.
What kinds of rumors?
Someone from Zoladin told me that there was an edict issued in Petrograd that all...
Welcome, Your Honor. What's the good news in the world today?
I see you have company.
They are my friends.
It's just as well. What I have to say is for their ears also. Tevye, how much time do you need to sell your house and all your household goods?
Why should I sell my house? Is it in anybody's way?
I came here to tell you you're going to have to leave Antevka.
But this has always been our corner of the world. Why should we leave now?
I don't know why. There's trouble in the world. Troublemakers.
Like us?
You aren't the only ones. Your people must leave all villages. Zoldin, Revelevka, the whole district must be empty. I hold here an order that says you must sell your homes and be out of here in 3 days.
3 days. And you, who have known us all your life, you would carry out this order?
I had nothing to do with it. Don't you understand?
I understand.
What if we refuse to go?
You'll be forced out.
We will defend ourselves.
Fight! Against our army, I wouldn't advise it.
I have some advice for you. This is still my house, and this is still my land. So get off my land.
You have 3 days.
After a lifetime, a piece of paper, and get thee out.
We should get together with the people of Zoladin. Maybe they would plan.
We should defend ourselves, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Very good. That way the whole world will be blind and toothless.
Rabbi, we've been waiting for the Messiah all our lives. Wouldn't this be a good time for him to come?
We'll have to wait for him somewhere else. Meanwhile, let's start packing.
He's right. I'll see you before I go.
3 days.
I have more than 100 bottles of vodka. What will I do with them?
What can I do with a wife, her parents, and 3 children?
Well, Anatevka hasn't exactly been the Garden of Eden.
That's true.
After all, what have we got here? A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
A pot.
A pan.
A broom.
A hat.
Someone should have set a match to this place long ago.
A bench.
A tree.
So what's a stove?
Or a house.
People have passed in Anatevka. Don't even know they've been here.
Stick of wood.
A piece of cloth.
What do we need? Nothing much, only Anatevka. Anatevka, Anatevka, overbred, overworked, Anatevka. Whereas good Sabbath be so sweet.
Just a place.
Forefathers have been forced out many, many places at a moment's notice.
Maybe that's why we always wear our hats.
When will we live in America?
With Uncle Avery, but he doesn't know yet.
I wish you and the baby were coming with us. We'll be staying in Warsaw until we make enough money to join you. No. Be careful with these. My mother and father, may they rest in peace, gave them to us on our wedding day. Come along, children. Help me finish packing the rest of the clothes.
Golda. Golda, darling. Remember yesterday how I told you I didn't know where to go? What to do with these old bones? I know now. You want to hear? I'll tell you. All my life, I've dreamed of going to one place. Now I'll walk. I'll crawl. I'll get there. Guess where? You'll never guess. Every year at Passover, what do we say? Next year in Jerusalem. Next year in the Holy Land. You're going to the Holy Land. And you guessed. And you know what? In my sleep, my husband, my aunt, came to me and said, Yenta, go to the Holy Land. Usually, of course, I wouldn't listen to him. As good as he was, too many brains. He wasn't blessed with. But in my sleep, it's a sign, right? So somehow or other, I'll get to the Holy Land. And you want to know what I'll do there? I'm a matchmaker. You know? I'll arrange marriages. Yes. So I'm going to the Holy Land, help our people increase and multiply. Bye, Golda. Be well and in peace. Maybe next time we will meet on a more happier occasion. Meanwhile, we suffer. We suffer in silence. Right? Of course, right.
Come, Golda. We have to hurry. We have to leave soon.
Leave. Sounds so easy.
Golda. Model and Zidel will come to us. You'll see. That model's a person.
Huddle and Project? When will we ever see them again?
Do they come visiting us from Siberia every Sabbath? You know what she writes. He sits in prison, and she works. Soon he will be set free, and they will turn the world upside down. Couldn't be any happier. And the other children, they'll be with us.
Not all.
All. Come, Golda, we have to leave.
I must sweep the floor.
Sweep the floor.
I don't want to leave a dirty house.
Well, Tevye, I'm on my way.
Where are you going?
To Chicago in America. Rumor Sarah, may she rest in peace, has a brother there.
It's nice.
I hate him, but family is family. Goodbye, Tevye.
They almost finished inside.
Almost, Papa.
I want to say goodbye.
He will not listen.
But at least we're here.
Perhaps I should go inside and tell Mama that Hava
We came to say goodbye. We are also leaving this place. We are going to Krakow.
We cannot stay among people that do such things to others.
We wanted you to know that.
We are also leaving. Some are driven away by edicts, others by silence.
Goodbye, Papa. Mama.
Come.
Goodbye, Hava. Vyedka.
God be with you.
God be with you. We'll write to you in America if you like.
We'll be staying with Uncle Avram.
Yes, Mama.
We will be staying with Uncle Avram. We will be staying with Uncle Avram. Does the whole world have to know our business?
Stop yelling and finish packing.
Golda, I don't need your advice. Saida, don't forget the baby. Yelka, Fredson, put the bundles in the wagon. We have to catch a train and a boat.
Goodbye, Papa.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Mom.
Work hard, Muddle.
I will, Reptilia. I'll work hard.
Golda, we can leave these pots.
No, we can't.
All right, we'll take them.
We're going on a train and a boat. Stop that. Behave yourselves.
Not in America yet.
Amen.
Amen.
we would like to thank who are kind of behind the scenes and not on stage. And for one, all of the teachers that volunteered their time to stay in the classrooms and help us with everything and keeping us calm and getting us ready and that type of stuff. So I'd like to thank them.
Mrs. Riesinger is on makeup, and she helped us all really realize that stage makeup isn't pretty, so we won't look great up front, but she made us all look really good on stage. So big thanks to her.
Getting makeup on all these kids is a difficult job, as you can imagine, and for the guys, it's a thankless job. And these two girls made this job this year a pleasure, so thank you.
Miss Fussell, it's my honor to thank you for all the ways you have helped me make this play a success. If you were planning on leaving, every week during music class, you've guided us in learning the words to the chorus songs, on top of spending individual times with the soloist. You have helped us perfectionize our singing, and without your devoted aid, our production certainly wouldn't be as perfect as it ended up being today. Obviously, there is talent in this year's ensemble, but without the daily help you have so kindly provided for us, these talents may have gone undiscovered due to unmemorized words, a lack of singing experience, or even stage fright. We do have many good vocalists in our school, but I don't think any of our plays, Tevye's, Golda's, or even me, Laserwolf the Butcher, could have displayed our true talent without your succor during long rehearsals and your abetment for us on stage. I could go on and on about the many ways and the eminently positive effects you have had on our production, but I promised Mr. M I would stop before midnight. So that would be an impossible task. I think I speak for all of us, Miss Fussell, when I say thank you very much for the paragon of a play you have made.
Miss Blair is not only the pianist, but she helps actors with their voices and songs. She's been a great motivator when someone is struggling with their singing or acting. She's not only been helpful to myself, but to everybody in the play, devoting all of her time to helping us improve in our singing and practicing songs. Without such a wonderful person like yourself, the play wouldn't have been as good as it was.
Mrs. Warren is a beautiful pianist. Without her, we wouldn't be where we are right now. Not only does she play the piano for the play, but she also helped the singers perfect their music. Without her, the play wouldn't be half of what it is. I hope the students of next year's middle school have the pleasure of working with such a wonderful woman.
This year is truly incredible. This is the first year we've been in the new Performing Arts Center, and because we have no experience in here, it's pretty hard to make the set. But thanks to our set director, Mrs. Smith, we've done it. Come on down. I think she deserved it. Thank you.
And if it wasn't for Matt saying, calm down, Mrs. Smith, every 5 minutes, I don't think I
Mrs. Cumming was a great teacher and helped us get through the play. She helped the Johns and I with the paper on the wall to tell us what scene we had to change to, and we especially liked her how she kept the actors out of backstage so we could actually get things done. You guys probably didn't like that. And once again, thank you.
Mrs. Walter, you've been very helpful with our costumes and generally just keeping us in line, and we can't thank you enough. We've noticed how much time you spent on this and realized how precious time really is, especially when you're expecting a baby. It's very exciting. But come on.
Mrs. Gensmer has done a fabulous job with all of our costumes. Thank you, Mrs. Gensmer, for being so kind, patient, and patient with us all, and organizing, mending, and hemming all of our costumes. And thank you for helping all of us, like people like me, not going on stage with beards or anything hanging off of them.
This is another job that without lots and lots of help doesn't get done. And this year we never would have made it without Jessica and Christina helping with the costumes. We not only had more people in the cast, we also had the added pleasure of getting our costume room, which needed to be organized before we could even start to get ready for this. So without them, it would not have happened. And a lot of other people too.
Wonder who I'm doing. All right. When people look at the result of this production, they don't see the long hours that we and our staff puts in. There's one lady who really holds all that together. And get out here, Miss Six. Come on. I'm not done. All right. I've known her for a long time, and she's been my language arts teacher, what's that, every year, and she says it's an accident, but I know better. Anyways, she's done everything from like volunteering her office for storage or for a makeup room to shouting out our lines when we forget them during practice. But she found her talent this year, and that's playing the tambourine. So much that I could say about her, but I'm sure you guys want to get home. So all I have left to say is thanks, Ms. Six, for all your help and support with the play.
Without the director, there could be no play. We have all been honored to have worked with such a dedicated and wonderful director. Mr. M has put more time and energy into this play than I'm sure we'd all like to know. Without Mr. M, this play wouldn't have been as successful, let alone have worked. So thank you, Mr. M, for all your hard work and dedication. Without you,
this year, due to this beautiful auditorium, I got the pleasure of sitting up there through most of the performances, which is a real treat. And I would sit up there in amazement at what these guys were doing on the stage. I mean, I am just so impressed with what I've seen. They would add these little things that I would have never thought to tell them to do. So clearly they were putting a lot of thinking into what I think was a true miracle of this community. So I'd like to thank all of them.